Well, greetings and welcome to the end of our civilization. I am your host, Blake Walley, and I got a very disturbing story to cover, a series of stories, actually. Let's start out with this story. This is out of the Activist Post, and it's accidental fires that continue to happen at food processing facilities all over the United States. Now, this is a Michael Snyder article. We're supposed to believe that we are witnessing just one tragic accident after another. So last Saturday night, over a Memorial Day weekend, a massive fire erupted at a commercial egg farm in Minnesota. And we were being told that the structure that burned down contained tens of thousands of chickens. This fire grew to absolutely enormous size very, very rapidly. So very suspicious stuff here. Accidents just keep happening time after time. So, and all this is taking place in a moment of history when we are being told that we are about to enter an absolutely horrifying global food crisis. Last month, Michael, he wrote an article about 16 mysterious fires that have happened to important food industry facilities in the United States since the start of 2022. And here it is, we just hit June. We're not even halfway through with the 16 major fires. I won't get into all of them, but they're all over the country, and we aren't supposed to ask any questions. And of course, if we're not covering it on the news, then who's going to know it, right? It's out of sight, out of mind. You have to dig in on the internet to actually find this stuff. Cause of the fire remains unknown. Unbelievable how quick it grew. It was insane, according to a neighbor who observed everything going down. It was the whole sky. It was quite large. Was it fire arson or was it an accident? Because the extent of damage at Forsman Farms is still under investigation, as is the cause of the fire. Its timing and synchronicity with other recent fires of a similar nature is certainly suspicious, to say the least. So a combination of bird flu propaganda and this new fire in Minnesota attacking egg-laying hens is all too convenient in light of the Great Reset agenda that appears to be well underway. It's a good point. The World Economic Forum just met in Davos, Switzerland, to discuss their future plans of humanity. That maybe the elites are trying to create a global food crisis to go along with everything else. Well, 2020 was the lockdown, and then it's just the slowly crushing everybody until they get everybody into a submission where they can more easily control the population. Can anyone explain why the absolutely massive fires just keep erupting again and again at critical facilities all over America? And here you go. Get ready for $1 per egg. USDA forecast predicts the highest food inflation since 1980. So all of the crises that the Biden administration created are converging and could cause food insecurity for the first time in the living memories of many Americans. He halted domestic fossil fuel production while he still begs some of the worst regimes in the world to drill more oil. We've got major problems. You know, if they actually really cared, if the Biden administration actually gave a shit about any of you, what they would do is they would be calling for people to grow their own gardens. They'd be saying, hey, everybody, you front yard, backyard, communities, start putting gardens together, start housing and raising chickens, start turn on the Keystone Pipeline again. We have plenty of oil here, plenty of resources. We have no reason to suffer unless there's a bigger agenda at play, and it looks like that's where it's going to going, while they're going to blame Putin and the war on Ukraine, which they want to throw more money into. So here we are. There you go. Biden says he won't be able to bring down gas or food prices in the near term. Bullshit. You could bring the Keystone Pipeline up tomorrow, or maybe start Monday morning. I mean, problem solved overnight, dude, if you really gave a shit, but you don't. So there seems to be something more sinister at play. I don't want to get into the conspiracy theory angle, but it seems like they got the perfect storm brewing, and to create all of this these artificial problems and to make people suffer in real time. And I guess if they break enough of us down, we'll be dependent on the government for help, and that's probably what they want. But it's not looking good, and this isn't a reasonable, common sense administration that's going to be rational and we can handle things like adults. No, it's going to be highly politicized, and they're going to blame it on Putin or the Republicans or or Trump or anybody, of course, but themselves. So gas prices are absolutely exploding. Reached a new record on May 17th at $4.67 a gallon, and that's just the beginning. And we're tearing through all of our reserves at the same time rather than drill at home, and we're just going to ask the Saudis to drill more because we're so green. You know, some people are saying it might be $10 gas by the end of the year. And yeah, what's to stop that? We also have the baby formula shortage. As a congressman that went down there and said that the baby formula is stocked at the border for the migrants like at Costco. Because, I mean, they're more of a priority than the people at home. But now we just have a wide open border. We're just letting migrants in every day. Here's a phone. Here's some money. Go where you want. You know, maybe show up at court in a few years. And don't worry about it. Here's some voter registration. So the Border Patrol facilities for migrants are well stocked, and Texas is one of the states worst affected by the baby formula shortage. It's like they just grabbed everything off the shelves and said, hey, who cares about our own people? Let's give them to just randos that want to get out of their country at the border because we don't do anything to deter them from making the migration. Doesn't make any sense unless you want to go into the darker conspiracy theories that this is by design to weaken the country and to just break it down and have it be absorbed into world government. We can just bring on all these migrants, give them all the special treatments, and then they can be used as a new voting bloc to vote to take everybody's guns and rights away, I guess. Oh, there you have it. Wish I had some good news to share, but there isn't any on this particular subject until people rise up. So I guess the good news is that this could be over very, very quickly with very simple solutions. Turn on the Keystone Pipeline, stop being dependent on foreign countries, stop worrying about all this green initiative fucking bullshit. Well, we have plenty of resources here domestically, plenty of farmland. This is all artificial scarcity brought to you by Puppet Biden and whoever his handlers are, and the World Economic Forum and all the elites that want to turn us against each other and control the population. So it doesn't have to be like this, but people gotta wise up. But it's time to communities to come together and on your own, because you're not going to be able to count on the government to help you. They want to control you. So that's the sad news, but again, it's good news on the horizon if we just wake up and take our power back. We got plenty of resources to take care of ourselves and not have to rely on foreign influence, and we can't trust the people in Washington that seem to be just in it for themselves and have long abandoned us. So stay safe, try to be positive, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you.